There's a hidden force that determines whether a man rises or stays stuck. It's not talent, it's not luck, and it's not even intelligence. It's emotional control. The ability to stay calm when everything around you is chaotic. The ability to think clearly when pressure is high. The ability to act with discipline when your emotions are trying to take over. Most men never master this. They let anger control their words. They let fear control their decisions. They let stress control their actions. And without realizing it, they give away their power. Because here's the truth. A man who cannot control his emotions will always be controlled by something else. But the man who masters emotional control, he becomes unstoppable. Today, we're going to break down why emotional control is one of the most powerful skills you can develop, and how it can transform your life completely. Emotional control is real power. Most people misunderstand power. They think it's about dominance, aggression, or being loud, but real power is quiet. It's controlled. It's disciplined. A man who loses his temper easily is not powerful. He's predictable. A man who reacts emotionally is easy to manipulate, but a man who stays calm, he becomes difficult to control, because honestly, no one can use your emotions against you if you are in control of them. That's real power. You stop reacting and start responding. There is a difference between reacting and responding. Reacting is instant, emotional, uncontrolled. Responding is deliberate, thoughtful, controlled. Weak men react. They say things they regret. They make impulsive decisions. They escalate situations unnecessarily. Strong men respond. They pause. They think. They choose the best course of action. This single shift, from reacting to responding, can change your entire life. Because honestly, most problems are not caused by situations. They are caused by how people react to them. Emotional control protects your reputation. Your reputation is built over time, but it can be destroyed in seconds. One emotional outburst, one moment of anger, one impulsive reaction. That's all it takes. People remember how you behave under pressure. Do you stay calm, or do you lose control? Men who are emotionally disciplined are seen as reliable, mature, trustworthy. Men who lack control are seen as unstable, immature, unpredictable. And those labels follow you everywhere. In your career, in your relationships, in your social life. Emotional control protects your reputation. 4. You become hard to manipulate. The world, well, it's full of people trying to influence your emotions. Social media, the news, other people's opinions. Everywhere you look, someone's trying to pull your strings. If your emotions are easily triggered, you become, honestly, easy to control. People can provoke you, they can distract you, they can push you into making poor decisions. But when you have emotional control, you become immune. You don't react to everything. You don't fall for every distraction. You don't let others dictate your behavior. You think for yourself, and that makes you dangerous in a powerful way. 5. You make better decisions. Emotions are temporary, but decisions, well, they have lasting consequences. When you make decisions based on anger, fear, frustration, you often regret them later. Emotional control allows you to step back, to analyze the situation, and to make decisions based on logic, not impulse. This leads to better outcomes, better opportunities, and honestly, fewer mistakes. Over time, this compounds into success. 6. You gain respect without forcing it. Respect isn't something you demand, it's something you earn. And one of the fastest ways to earn respect is emotional control. People notice the man who stays calm in conflict, doesn't overreact, speaks with intention, and handles pressure with composure. That man stands out, because in a world full of emotional reactions, control is rare, and rare traits attract respect. You build unshakable confidence. Confidence, well, it's not built through words, it's built through control. When you know that you can handle your emotions, you trust yourself. You're not afraid of pressure. You're not afraid of challenges, because you know you won't fall apart. This creates a deep internal confidence. Not loud, not fake, but real. And that kind of confidence is honestly unshakable. You stay focused in a distracted world. These days, we live in a world designed to distract you. Notifications, social media, constant stimulation. All of these things are, designed to trigger emotional reactions, curiosity, excitement, fear of missing out. Without emotional control, you become reactive. You jump from one thing to another. You lose focus. But with emotional discipline, you choose what deserves your attention. You stay locked in. You ignore distractions. And that level of focus, well, it gives you a massive advantage. You handle pressure like a leader. Pressure is where most men break. Deadlines, responsibility, unexpected problems. Weak men panic. They overthink. They lose clarity. Strong men slow down. They stay calm. They focus on solutions. This is what separates leaders from followers. Leaders don't avoid pressure. They handle it. And emotional control is what makes that possible. You turn emotions into fuel. Emotions are not the enemy. They are energy. Anger can be turned into motivation. Fear can be turned into preparation. Frustration can be turned into focus, but only if you control them. Otherwise, they control you. Emotionally disciplined men don't suppress emotions. They channel them. They use them to push forward, to improve, to grow. You stop letting small things affect you. One of the biggest signs of emotional weakness is honestly being affected by everything. Every comment, every inconvenience, every minor problem. It just drains your energy, doesn't it? It distracts you from what really matters. But you see, emotional control allows you to filter. To ask yourself, does this really matter? Most of the time, the answer is no. And when you stop reacting to small things, you save your energy for the big things. You become consistent. Success, well, it's built on consistency. But emotions often destroy consistency, don't they? You feel motivated one day and lazy the next. You feel confident one moment and doubtful the next. Without control, your actions depend on your feelings. With emotional discipline, your actions depend on your standards. You do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. And that consistency, honestly, it makes you unstoppable. Emotional control gives you freedom. Most people, they think freedom is just doing whatever you want. But real freedom is self-control. If you're controlled by anger, impulses, distractions, well, you're not free. You're controlled. But when you master your emotions, you gain control over your actions, your decisions, your direction in life. And that, truly, is freedom. The daily practice. Emotional control is not built overnight. It's built through daily practice, bit by bit. Every moment is an opportunity. When you feel anger, pause. When you feel stress, breathe. When you feel the urge to react, think. These small moments, they matter, because they build the habit of control. Over time, it becomes automatic. Emotional control is one of the most powerful skills a man can develop. It affects everything: your decisions, your focus, your confidence, your relationships, your success. Without it, you are reactive. With it, you are unstoppable. Because you're no longer controlled by external forces, you're in control of yourself. And when you reach that level, very little can stand in your way. So the next time your emotions rise, remember this: you have a choice. React or respond. Lose control or take control. Because in that moment, you are either becoming weaker or becoming unstoppable.